Okay, you wanted the best, you got the best. Test Dummy motherfucking 22 in this bitch. This is like the second time I did this. But I had to give it a little more time. I made a fucking first review, and I felt like it wasn't fair to make the first review. So I had to keep on listening and come at you with a better review. Now, I got Red Pop here. I have white and black over there. I'm holding Red Pop because that's what I'm fucking holding. You know, you've seen the CD. Everybody got the fucking CD. The thing fucking comes off. It's sold out at Hot Top or at FYE in the mall. Hot Topic still has some copies anyway at my mall, but FYE sold out. And there's the whatchamacallit. I'm not gonna be reviewing these discs right now. Right now, I'm speaking about the main album, the second Joker card of the new new deck. You know, I've noticed something. The new deck never was said that it's going to be 6. Just you know, something I was thinking about. It was never said that there's going to be 6 new Joker cards. I'm not sure if anybody's ever thought about that. Maybe Jay did say somewhere that it's going to be 6, but I don't remember him saying it's actually going to be 6. It's just the new deck, or the new hand, or whatever you want to call it. So, you know, there's a good chance that maybe there's not going to be 6. You know, maybe there's going to be more or less. You know, just a little thought to throw out there. So anyway, Mighty Death Pop starts off. Intro, kid jumping all, jumping the thing. Really reminds me a lot of Bang Pow Boom. The voices, the way it sounds, very reminiscent of Bang Pow Boom, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Bang Pow Boom was a good CD, and since this is a new deck, it's good that it's cohesive and that it sounds similar. You know, that Bang Pow Boom and Mighty Death Pop next to each other makes sense. The two CDs together make sense. They sound similar. They have the same, type of, I mean, not necessarily the same, cohesiveness or anything like that. It's just maybe the production is a lot similar to each other. So then it goes on to the Mighty Death Pop, which is kind of a lot like Bang Pow Boom, except for, in this case, it's at the beginning of the CD and not the end. It's not the exact same song, but it reminds me a lot of the title track off of Bang Pow Boom. So, but it's not a bad track. It's catchy. It's not too bad. I'm not going to give it like, 20 stars or anything like that. It's not bad, and I think over time it should grow on me a little bit more than it has. At first it was one of my least favorite tracks, but it has grown on me a little bit more. And the fact that it's the title track and it's kind of just getting the ball rolling, it doesn't have to be the greatest thing. It's basically just to explain what's up, and I get that. So moving on to the next one, Night of the Chainsaw. Another good track. Could have been pulled right off of the Shining album, in my eyes, because it was all Jay, and it's just a Joe Bruce song. It's not really like a Violent J song. It's more like a Joe Bruce song. It's more like the Shining song, like a solo song put on this CD. It kind of feels a little out of place, and I kept in mind the entire time I'm listening to this CD, the thing that's on my mind is how Jay said that they went back and grabbed things that they scrapped and things that they didn't like and things that they never used and things that they were working on but never finished, and they tried to dig deep back into stuff to find tracks for this album. A little disturbing because with a Joker card I feel as if they should be making all new material, but whatever. But it definitely shows, like, on some tracks. You can almost tell that the tracks weren't made recently. They were made, in the past, or they were made at certain periods. And if you listen to ICP a lot, and you listen to, a lot of, like, all their shit, you kind of can tell what period and time period certain things were made, even if it comes out on a CD that came out just last week. You can tell what tracks were made at what times, because you can almost tell they sound a certain way at certain times because of like whoever's producing their shit, however they're mixing their shit, whatever the case may be, they have a certain sound at a certain time because of what they're doing production-wise in the studio, who they're working with, so on and so forth. And it shows a lot on this album. Night of the Chainsaw. Good song. Don't love it, but I don't hate it. Chris Benoit. First song I heard off this album was Chris Benoit. I gave my opinion of the video. Basically, I gave my opinion of the song. The song is too short. It's a great beat. The video is amazing. I love the premise behind it. I think, oh bloody myself, I'm sleeping. I think Shaggy, I don't even know what he's saying. Steppin', sleppin', I don't fucking know what the hell he's talking about. Slept in, I don't fucking know. Slept in, I think he says. But it's a little slurry for me. I think it could have been a little, I think the lyrics could have been worked on a little bit more. But overall, I think it's a great song. I fucking love it. It's a banger. I'm actually kind of mad that I had to hear it, you know, before the album came out. I almost wish I would have waited to hear that song when the album came out, because it would have made the album better for me. The fact that I already listened to that song so many times before I got the album in my hand kind of ruined it for me, which sucks. So I think in the future, if they have a song like that, they should kind of keep that under locks and maybe release one of the more ones that people might not like as much, because that's one that I really feel that people, you know, would love, and people do love it. But like I said, it's a little too short. Jay and Shaggy both could have used another verse, definitely. But Jay's verse is awesome. Shaggy's verse, I'm loving Shaggy's verse, especially the part like that part where the like that, when, you know, anyway, damn good song. But moving on here, the Blasta, fucking sick track. I'm digging the Blasta. Definitely one of my favorite tracks off of the album. It's an ICP, it's an old school ICP type track. It tells a story. It has a twist to it. You know, when the kid at the end, you know, his son grows up and he ends up killing the bully that was bullying him. Amazing. Just, I mean, really good. Definitely old school type ICP. It sounds cool. It's one of my favorite tracks off the album. Definitely digging that shit. Next one, Kickin' Kickin'. Definitely one of, like, the first real bassy, bouncy type songs ICP has done. I mean, they've done some in the past, but on a main Joker card, there hasn't been many. So for them to do something like this, you know, takes a little bit of balls. But I'll tell you what, they did it fucking good. I love the old school, like, ninja movie. I'm a Wu-Tang fan, so I love that old school, you know, martial art movie talk in the beginning, and the whole, you know, ninja thing, and just a great bouncy track, good raps, well, good delivery, great beat. It bumps like a motherfucker on a system. Awesome track. Bazooka Joey. Old school hip hop type beat. That's how I look at it. The beat is like an old school kick him in the face. Shaggy by himself, just doing what Shaggy does best. The premise behind the bazooka, and the fact that, like, if you ever chewed bazooka gum, it's Bazooka Joe is the fucking mascot for bazooka gum. The little dude or whatever. So Bazooka Joey, it kind of makes sense, and because he has a bazooka and he's blowing shit up, it even makes more sense. But it's just cool, nice little story, great song. It fits perfectly. It almost reminds me, not necessarily of the hidden track on Bang Pow Boom, where Shaggy is like escaped prisoner or whatever, but it kind of goes along with that. You could put those two songs right next to each other, and you can almost start making a Shaggy CD with that. If you wanted to. Shooting Stars, haven't listened to as much as every other track. It's very short. It's only like 2 minutes long, and it sounds like it's right off of Hell's Pit. The beat, the way Jay's rapping, it's literally taken right off of Hell's Pit, and it's put on this CD. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was from Hell's Pit. Maybe they switched a couple things around, the lyrics a little bit, but it sounds like it's directly from Hell's Pit. Next one, Juggalo Juice. Love it. I cannot wait to hear this in concert. I know they're going to do it in concert. I have this deep feeling that they will do this song in concert. I don't know if it's going to be really a crowd pleaser. I'm not sure. I mean, they're going to come out with Faygo, obviously, when they do the song. And a lot of it, I have a feeling. It's going to be kind of like a Faygo break. And I can imagine Juggalos liking it. Definitely dig it. It's not like hard. It reminds me of like a Faygo break, but in a whole song. Juggalo, juice my Faygo, hey, you know, it's catchy. It's catchy. Definitely cool. It's a good Juggalo tune to go down in history. I'm not so sure if it's, you know, Joker card worthy, but it's not bad. It fits a little bit. Hate Her to Death. Reminds me of something that would have been on Tempest Timing, or Eye of the Storm type sounding, the way Jay was sounding on those albums. Maybe even the not the maybe more like Tempest and Eye of the Storm era, like that time period. It sounds like it comes right out of that time period. Definitely Hate Her to Death. Good song though. Good song. I find myself losing myself in it. I love when Jay sings stuff, man. He does it with so much heart. You can feel it. You can feel his passion, and it's just an amazing track. Scream, featuring Tech Nine and Hopsin. I don't like the fact that they shout out Hopsin's name at the beginning on a Joker card, like giving him props like he's somebody. I mean, like, really? I don't really think Hopsin should be on a Joker card. He wasn't even really a fan of ICP in the beginning when Hopsin was famous, was becoming more well known throughout the underground. He even went as far to say that he don't want nothing to do with Juggalos. Now, I mean, now that he realizes Juggalos like him and shit, he's given more attention and stuff. But I don't know. I just don't feel as if they should kiss his ass at all. But his verse ain't too bad. Joe and Joey's verse, Tech Nine saves this song. The hook is horrible. Like a banshee, it's fucking terrible. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. I fucking hate that hook. But I can fast forward to Tech Nine's part and just listen to that part, and I'll be okay. So that song's kind of a downer for me. It kind of stalls the CD for me. It makes me feel like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like a wild banshee? I mean, come on. I don't know. It's corny. It's stupid. It almost reminds me of like something like The Bone, fucking corny and stupid. And it irritates me that they don't really sit down and go through this shit and really think, like, should we put this on the album, you know? It seems like they need someone around, man, like to let them know, like, yo, don't do that, or maybe do this, or try this, maybe change that. You know, it just seems like they need to go over things more. And if they are going over things more, then I don't know what to say. I mean, whatever. It's only one song, though. It's only one track that I really kind of dislike. Like I said, I like the Tech Nine verse, and maybe, with time, I might end up liking it. Next song, Ghetto Rainbows. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not... It's one I haven't listened to a lot, but it's not bad, but it's not great. It's just okay. But then again, it could grow on me. It could grow on me. I don't know what more to say about it. I haven't listened to it too much. Same thing with When I'm Clowning, Dog Catchers, Daisies, Where's God. Those songs I kind of haven't got to yet, but, well, I've listened to them, but I haven't given them a severe listen. But I like When I'm Clowning. When I'm Clowning's not a bad track. Dog Catchers seems like a half-decent track. Daisies and Where's God, half-decent tracks. I love Forever. I do like Forever. Definitely a good song. Nice way to end the album. I really like the outtakes. The outtakes are good. You know, overall, since I haven't given it... I mean, I really think that to give a full review, I need at least 2 weeks with this CD. I just wanted to throw something up to kind of give my thoughts on it so far. So basically, this is just like a review of the first half of the CD. I'm going to be coming with more of an in-depth review on the songs after Scream. So from Scream on to the end. So from Scream to Ghetto Rainbows, When I'm Clowning, Dog Catchers, Daisies, Where's God, and Forever. I'll give more of a detailed... I'll probably put it up in the next 2 or 3 days. I'll start listening to those songs more hardcore, and I'll tell you what I think about those songs. But the first half of the album, I'm digging it. And I think if the second half of the album can give me what the first half's given me, overall, this should be an amazing CD and definitely worthy of a Joker card material. So ICP, way to go. And let's not forget our homies KMK, Mile High. This album is the shit. I will be coming with a review for this. They did not slack on this bad boy. Test Me 22, Planet of the Geeks. Whoa, whoa.